The board also approved 2 new redevelopment projects, one that's going to bring new office to Crystal City and one that will redevelop a new apartment complex on Columbia Pike. But let's start with that new office building at Crystal Gateway. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, go ahead, Matt. You start.
Sure. I was thinking I think it's a great project. It includes resources, $300,000 for open space and parks. It is a small office building, and it's actually the case that there haven't been new office space that has been built in a long time in that part of Crystal City. And so both the contribution to open space, there's in terms of cash, there's also land that the applicant, the developer, is going to be contributing to Gateway Park. So it's a good project. It has a solar array on the roof, which is a shared priority of the board, and there's a high energy efficiency standard. I was thinking about this project as, Libby, you were describing what the administration needs to do. And I am drawn to President-elect Biden's Build Back Better. And because this project is about building better. And that phrase covers both physically building back better, but also the key details of what we need to do to move forward as communities. And Arlington is going to be really well served by this project. I believe it has some other features I know that both of us are interested in, and Libby, you may want to talk more about.
Bird glass. I like the bird glass. I'm always. It's right by the park, and it was interesting. I can't actually remember. I think it was in one of our briefings. I asked about, moving forward with an office building right now in the middle of all of this, and it was an interesting response we got, which was it's right sized. If this, and the developer said if this was a much larger thing, we would be thinking twice and probably not moving forward with it. But because of the size, we think it's right sized and don't anticipate having trouble filling those buildings, filling those offices. Yeah, it's right on the edge of Longbridge Park. It's basically the gateway to the park, which is a wonderful facility that we've got for the county. Because there's a lot of birds, so the whole side of the building, they're using bird glass, which is to keep the birds from running into the windows. It's not all the way around, which I kind of would like to see, but at least it's on the one side that is the most, should affect the birds the most. And I was thinking too, Matt, a little bit, it's building back better. Yeah, I can even just see that in the 8 years I've been on the board, suddenly we're talking a lot about green roofs and the solar arrays and the bird glass and making it, the whole concept of biophilia and the trees around it to make it comfortable and make people feel comfortable. And then we worry about climate change. And that's really a change from before. It was originally, I think, going to be LEED silver. It's LEED gold. I think, as a lot of people know, that's an important measure, but LEED certification isn't all of it. It also there's some other certifications that are in some ways even better on energy efficiency, and they're working on those as well. So I think it's good, and they've worked well with the neighbors, because it's going to be a little hard. It's kind of a green space now that's going to be, have a building in it, but they are providing a lot of amenities, some more extra green strip base. And I was really pleased to see that they're not building more garage. There's a little garage, but mostly they're using adjacent garage space that they have already rather than building more, which is good. Final thing. They are also working about, again, one of those things that have changed in the years I've been on the board. They are working on flooding. And it's not the Potomac rising, it's these storms that we're getting now with climate change, these rain events where you just made nature, Mother Nature upends a bucket on us. And so they're thinking about that and being able to have that building ready and resistant to that kind of flooding as well.